Mr. Mercera, it's been a while. Thank you for accepting our invitation. We noticed that you had an activity last Saturday, was it? Ready for tourism. What was this activity about, and what are you doing as CHATA's organization for the community to prepare for what's going on in the tourism sector?
Correct. Well, thanks. I think it's a great initiative to explain the project. CHATA Turismo means ready for tourism, where basically the CHATA also came with the idea to incorporate and also invite the local community to join the tourism sector. As you may know, we have seen the growth in hotel rooms, more arrivals, the growth and expansion of the airport. That automatically for us means more job opportunity. And what we have seen in the past few years is that most of the time, or a lot of times, and too often, the local community doesn't get a chance to really work in the tourism industry, either because of lack of qualifications or lack of paperwork that they need, or they do not have the experience for the job. And then we said, let's create a practical program where we can then also play a vital instrument into preparing but also certifying the local professionals who want to have a job in tourism and make it easier for them to come work in the fastest growing industry of the island. And then to avoid that gap of growing where the locals who do not have, for example, an education background in tourism, or the locals who do not have the experience can still benefit of the growth of tourism by applying in this program. And this program is called Ready for Tourism, which recently, past Saturday, we had our interview day where we basically met over 300 locals who want to have, where the dream is to work in the tourism industry, and we had a one-on-one conversation with them to discuss their dreams, their ambitions, their attitude, and why they're here, and what is their motive to join the tourism industry.
You said 300, and of these 300, will all of them get a job, or is they just they will start the program?
Well, our intention is for us to do an interview with over 1,200 locals who want to have a job in tourism, and from the 1,200 that we will be interviewing in the next coming days as well, we'll be selecting 300, and the 300 of them will be placed throughout 2020 in the whole year in several positions that we have then now being opened with our hotel sector, and the process is that we will have then a practical solution for a program where it means that the locals who are part of the program will be working for 6 months. In the duration of 6 months, they will have then 1 month of theory and 5 months of their practical, let's say, internship. But it's much more than an internship. Why? Because you'll be a full-time worker in the industry, in the several areas. For example, housekeeping, you have waiter, or you have kitchen assistants, or even also, as we say, bewaker, or seguridad, implemento, which is security. And in any case, it's a full-time practical program within 6 months. It is a crash course that you'll be certified as a tourism professional in your field of choice, and that this is a great opportunity that we're offering to the local community in 2019 and 20, where basically the growth of tourism is now also reflecting back into creation of more jobs locally for the locals living here.
What about the language training? Because these future professionals, they will need to be able to speak English, Papiamento, and Dutch. And we know that even though Curacao is known to be able to speak 4 languages, but still there's a large group that doesn't speak them. Are you guys working on that?
Yes, and that's, I think, a great opportunity to reflect as well how the program is designed. It will be very personal, so based on each individual needs, we will be developing the program, and if the person needs help with writing or needs help with speaking of a language, of a foreign language, etc., that workshop or training will be added as well in their program. So it's not one size fits all type of program where we just train all 300 people in the same direction. And we'll be evaluating in per class. That's why these classes are also only 15 people max within the class. We'll be really identifying the needs and wants of the individual people who are signing up for the program, but also what they still need to be able to fulfill the tourism role.
Thank you.
Thank you.